Whew. Hey everyone, so stupid lighting. Oh, okay. So I just finished watching Digimon Adventure, the last evolution, whatever the last word is. I'm sorry. And I'm sad because even though there is a reboot of the original series, which this was based on, because there was the original series, there was the original series 2, which still featured the original cast, but it focused on a new version. And after that, it went somewhere else. It went with Tamers, Frontier, Data Squad, the App Universe, whatever it's called, and of course Fusion. Although I think they were different, but you take those spin-offs, even though they're connected, you take them out and you just focus on Adventure 2, and then you focus on the 6 tri-movies, and then to this. It is the end of an era because the reboot is different. I've watched it, I've loved it, but it's different because it's for a new generation of Digimon people. For people that some of us might have kids or, nieces and nephews that are curious about it. And it tugs on you in a way, because it makes you question your immortality, what you do as a grown-up and beyond, to, it's time to be, it's time, as well as the people, friends you connect, the pets that you adopt, and you cherish them, and I almost did cry. Well, maybe I did. I'm not gonna say it. It sucks that in a way I feel like my childhood is over with that. And I mentioned, Tamers and so on. They're different, but they're still Digimon. But and I can't put words. I do love this movie. There are moments. I won't spoil much, but the animation when it's needed, and I do mean when it's needed. It's beautiful, it's flawless. The characters, both English. I watched the English, so no doubt I'm gonna have to do a different opinion on the Japanese, but their behavior, personality, how they've grown up. By the way, let me just say this: because I watched the English dub, therefore I'm gonna call them by their English names. I will say this: this is a kind of a spoilerish thing, but it's weird to see Ty and Matt, the two main guys on the two main boys, my boys. It's weird to see them drink beer when I've known them as kids. Fast forward to now. But it was weird to see that, but the animation was great. Oh my god, the special effects, even though it's an anime, they actually incorporate some special effects / CGI moments when needed, and it looked great, it looked beautiful. The plot behind it was a solid 8. There are some things I question about the protagonist, not the antagonist, the villain, the goals and meaning, but it does make sense as you watch, and you have to say goodbye to someone when you don't want to, whether it be death, they move away, whatever. It's reasonable. The music was great. They mostly incorporated music from the Japanese show, and unless you watch the Japanese show and listen to the music, then you're gonna be confused, like, why are they playing this? But the music was great. Like I mentioned, the voice acting for the English, and I know that I will watch the Japanese again. Don't worry. But the English voice actors I mentioned, they perfectly captured Ty, TK, Matt, Joe, so on and so on, and it was just great to see Agumon and Gabumon and all of them. Yes, I mentioned I'm watching the reboot now, but it's so great to see them, all of them, have like one last hurrah, and just to see some fantastic. And I do mean I mentioned the special effects and all that, the animation, like the fight scenes. Oh my god, it was great. the emotional moments. They if you know they depending on your situation or who have you been close to or lost, it does hit you a little bit. It makes you try to blink away the tears, and again, I won't say that I did or didn't. That's for you to decide and for me to take to the grave. And this movie, you know, it, I don't know where to put it, to be honest. All I know is here's it. I will say this: I love Pokemon. I've watched the anime up to a certain point. I love all the games, but sometimes they only pull the emotional card once or twice a season. Digimon, you know, the original series, like I mentioned, Adventure 2 to try to this, including the spin-offs that are still connected to the universe, you know, Tamers, you know, that I mentioned. They teach you lessons that you have to accept. Even the English versions, where sometimes they try to downplay, they still teach you something. Whether you like to hear it or not, especially when you're like someone like me, who doesn't still understand, like some of this, like back like when I was 10 years old, maybe, someone who doesn't understand the word death or what it means to lose someone. You see that in Digimon. You see someone that they love or cherish or a friend, and they see them go in a sad way or maybe in a peaceful way. It hits you, you know, and that's what Digimon has always done, you know. And I love Pokemon, and they do teach great life lessons as well. But it was just always something about them that if they lacked in anime, they make up for in their games. So they make up if they were lacking in games, they make up for these, and I will forever be grateful. I know, like, there's the reboot going on right now, so who knows if they're gonna reboot Adventure 2 or they're gonna start somewhere else after that. But I'm grateful that I had this in my life. Is it a sad and closing chapter? Yeah, maybe it is. Am I grateful I got to read that chapter? You damn right I am. I'll gladly read it all over again, you know. So what are in you know, I call it a chapter. So the new reboot, Digimon Adventure. Type in Digimon Adventure 2020. Don't get triggered by 2020, by the way. And then just, you know, watch it. It's fun. It's great. They're gonna teach you some lessons and things that we might already know, but it's good to relive it and just to know again. You know, the new version of the original Digi Crew are different. They still have that same it, and can't wait to see what they go. I mean, I'm lacking. I'm on like episode 14, and episode 18's on right now, so we're gonna see what it goes, and I can't wait. If you're a hardcore Digimon fan and you dread the day where they were gonna finally end the series, regardless of a reboot, a new spin-off, whatever is gonna happen next, don't be afraid to watch this just so you can say goodbye.